Okay, so we're looking at exercise 2.6, question number 23, and it's a limit as x approaches infinity question. So basically, we know that when we have something like this, we can simplify it by dividing the numerator and the denominator by the highest power in the denominator, which in this case is x cubed. So we can rewrite this as limit as x approaches infinity. The numerator, which is 1 plus 4x to the power 6 under root divided by x cubed, and then the denominator, which is 2 minus x cubed divided by the whole thing divided by x cubed. Okay, so something else that we remember is that when you have x cubed, you can rewrite this as x to the power 6, the whole thing square root, because if you think about it, the square root of x is just x to the power half, and this can be rewritten as 6 x to the power 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So we have that, and the reason that we're doing this is because it'll make it easier for us to simplify the numerator. So again, limit as x approaches infinity, and we're just gonna break it up so that it's easier to simplify. Plus 4x to the power 6 divided by the square root of x to the power 6, and then this is our numerator, and then our denominator is just 2 over x cubed minus x cubed over x cubed. And then we can simplify it some more. So limit as x approaches infinity is 1 over, and then x to the power 6 under root cancel out here, so we're just left with square root of 4, which is 2. And then this whole thing is divided by 2 over x cubed minus x cubed divided by x cubed, which is just negative 1. Or in this case, negative 1, it's just 1. At this point, I think we can just substitute the infinity into the equation. And then what you have is 1 over infinity plus 2 divided by 2 over infinity minus 1. And we know that anything like a number divided by infinity gives us 0. So essentially what we have is just 2 divided by negative 1, because both of these become 0. And 2 divided by negative 1 is just negative 2. So that is question number 23 done. Now the second one that we're doing is number 24. And if you look at it, it looks exactly like 23. In fact, the equation is essentially the same. The only difference is that here x is approaching negative infinity. And this is important because remember how we wrote that x cubed can be written as the square root of x to the power 6? Well, here, because we're looking at values of x that are less than 0, we'll need to adjust this slightly. So x cubed here will be negative square root of x to the power 6, because we're taking into account that we're looking at negative values of x. So the rest of it is essentially the same. We're going to divide the numerator and denominator by x cubed. So in this case, that is plus 4x to the power 6, the whole thing square root divided by negative x to the power 6 square root, and then this is the numerator, and it's divided by 2 over x cubed minus x cubed over x cubed. Okay, and then we can just simplify it some more. So limit as x approaches negative infinity is negative 1 over x to the power 6 square root, and then negative the x to the power 6 under root cancels out, and you have negative square root of 4, which is just negative 2, divided by 2 over x cubed, and then minus 1, because x cubed divided by x cubed just gives us 1. Now, at this point, we can substitute x with negative infinity. And again, anything divided by infinity gives us 0. So again, it's not that different, but the one difference is that the answer that we get isn't going to be negative in this case. So because we have -2 here and we have -1 here, so it's 0 minus 2 divided by 0 minus 1, which is essentially -2 over -1, which is just 2. And that's the answer.